Hi, how's everybody doing today? Wish everybody a happy Easter. I came down here and set the ball machine up. I'm going to set it up to where it's going to serve in the box here. I don't know exactly how it's going to come out, but I'm figuring about in the box there at an angle, because I'm going to work on hitting the ball down the line. And I just wanted to show you, I have 5 of these rackets. I've been playing with this racket for over 30 years. When I was playing tennis a lot, this was my racket. This is the Wilson Profiles, and apparently they're trying to bring them back and modify them a little bit. These rackets aren't the 2.7s. These are the first ones to come out. These are made in West Germany, and they're made of Kelvar. And if you can see here, it'll show you. Let's see if I can see it in the camera. Hang on for a second. I got these other 2 rackets. I'll show you some string, what kind of strings I'm getting on them. I just took my other 3 rackets out, the Wilson Profiles, and had them strung. I'm strung. So if you can see in there, let's see if I can fix it. Well, anyway, there it goes. This is the Wilson Profile. So when a ball hits it, it doesn't bend. It won't flex. So when a conventional ball hits the racket, it bends. So these rackets were made for to return big people serves, and to also volley, and also for ground strokes, because the racket doesn't bend in your hand. So I had a few months ago, I had these rackets strong because I've been out of tennis for a long time, since like '98, and I started playing about 9 months ago. So I had some really bad strings in here. They were just, the ball was flying everywhere, and it was just horrible, and it just sounded like they were going to break any second. So I went on the internet and I was looking at Intuitive Tennis and Top Spin Tennis channel, and they were talking about different strings, and the U.S. Open was around the U.S. Open time. So I got the Wilson U.S. Open Top Spin and Performance strings. So the ones on the mains are 17 gauge. I'm sorry, 16 gauge. They're pink. And then the green ones are 17 gauge. So the ones on the mains are Top Spin in Performance, and then the other ones is a Top Spin and Revolutionary. That's what it's called. So I had these strung. One of them strung at 48, and then 48 on the mains, and then 44 on the crosses, and then this 46 and 42 on the mains, and I'm sorry, 46 on the mains and 42 on the crosses. So the other rackets I just got, so I have a total of 5 of them. I have these strings on here that I got on the bobblette, because I wasn't sure what kind of racket I was going to start playing with. I was looking for a more modern racket, so I came across the bobblette Pure Drive 110s. And as I said, when I hit with this thing, I feel like I'm cheating, because you can miss-hit the ball and it'll go in, and you can really lay into the ball, but it's so light. This is like 10 ounces, and the rackets I play with are 13 ounces, over 350 grams, with strings in them. It might be even heavier, like 370 or something like that. I'm not sure. It's pretty heavy though, but I don't feel like it's real heavy to me, because I'm used to playing with them. And then the Profiles are the handle heavy. They're so for instance, this is head heavy, obviously, because of the size of it. So when you drop it, it'll drop down automatically. And then the Profiles are weight in the handle, and that's good for serving. Like when you're serving, it gives you a little bit more control, I think. And then also for volleying, it gives you a little bit more control. And as I said, on return serve, the ball just will bounce right off of there. These strings here are the green Slinger. This is 16 gauge here, and then this is Genesis Top Spin strings on the crosses. So I had this string. I just had this strung at 50 pounds on the mains and the crosses, and just to get a feel of how the racket is. And it does got good touch, and I mean, I can hit with a lot of spin with this racket compared to that one. But the way I was taught is, you just bring the racket back and just hit with just like it's real old school style of playing. So I've been adding more topspin to my game on my strokes, but not much, because I really don't like hitting with a lot of topspin, because you gives the other opponent more time to react to the ball. So I've always learned how to hit flat. And another thing I'm learning how to do is that when I was taught to learn how to play tennis, I was taught you stand on the line here, you know, and just don't give up the line. And as soon as the ball starts coming up, you hit it on the rise. But it takes a lot of timing and stuff. And I also was a younger person without injuries and hip replacements and stuff like that. So I've been working on standing back more, and then when you're stepping in, you're actually at the line, you know. But I wouldn't say this far back, but sometimes I do stand a little bit further back, and it does help you. And the reason we have problems as amateurs and, you know, and just regular people playing tennis is that our eye and hand coordination and our footwork and timing is off because we're just older and stuff, and that's something we have to work on to get better. So what I do, I've gotten better, I'm getting better at it, and I've been watching videos and people coming by the channel and giving me tips and stuff, and I appreciate everything, I really do. But you know, I've been working with jump roping, and then that helps with my feet, get my feet moving, okay? But on return serve, I've always had a really good return serve. It was one of my, you know, one of my strong points in playing, and especially learning how to play on the clay court. It's hard, true. It's the green clay. It's not red clay, but it still takes funny bounces and stuff. And just I'm not a tall person. I'm only 5'7", so the ball sets up perfectly for me to do that on return serve, and it's part of my game because almost every person I play is bigger than me. So they always have big serves. And I just learned at an early age how to return, and it just it comes natural to me. And I think from surfing, I have pretty good peripheral vision, because when you're surfing, you have to look, you know, at the side, down on the wave to drop in on it to see how the wave's going to form and stuff. So it happens really fast in surfing, just like tennis happens really fast. So I have these rackets, and I'm looking forward to getting my other rackets done with the proper attention and stuff like that. So I have one of these rackets will be strung at 45 pounds and then 44 pounds, and then the other one will be 40 pounds, and then it will be 36 pounds, and then the other one will be let's see, I think I had it I got it at 35 pounds at one, and then 34 pounds on the mains and crosses. It's just to see, because when you get your racket strung lighter, looser, you know, with a lot more, less tension, it's easier to hit the ball with power and stuff, and you don't have to swing so hard. Like, you can swing fast, but you don't have to swing really hard to get a power. Yeah, and in those days that you're just not moving very well, or you're just like kind of sluggish, it can kind of give you a little bit of you know, help with that. So I'm gonna try that out and have them, they're being strong, and then Monday I'll get them back. So let's try this out. And this is just for a couple of weeks of me playing with this wrap. I don't use over wraps too much. I just use the grip that's on the racket, and of course look at the electrical tape. I'm just old school. I got a rubber band in there. It's fun, pretty funny. The person who strings my racket's like, dude, you're funny, bro. You got rubber band in your thing for vibration and stuff. I was like, yeah, I've always done that. So what I do to keep so I'll know what tensions they are, is like, say for instance, if this was the racket that had 35 pound tension on the mains, and then 31 on the crosses, I'd put like a red rubber band in there, or yellow one, so I'll know the difference between the other ones. And then, you know, depending on what the weather is that day and stuff like that, if it's real windy or you know, or just not feeling it, I'll just use the lighter strong racket. So this is I just put that on a couple weeks ago, and I really ain't that good at putting these things on, but this is a 30-something plus year old racket, so there is some dings in there. So this will probably work for right now. Let's try this out. I don't know exactly how this thing's gonna work out, you know, but I put a couple cones down, or some plastic cups and stuff, to see if I can actually hit down the line. And it's keeping, so let's see what happens, folks. Hope everybody's having a good Easter. God bless you. Okay, this is gonna work out. Whoa. set slow. I want to work on good technique and getting the ball over that I want to hit down the line. And as I get warmed up, I'll try hitting it a little harder. I almost got that tone. That's what I'm trying to aim for. Trying to aim for that. Oh, here goes. Oh, my bad. I just got aced. I heard something and I looked away and the ball's coming. Story of my life. See, if you back up, I almost tripped on my feet. If you back up, you give you time to hit through the ball. I hit real flat, so it's something I'm working on. And geez, look at the kick on that damn thing. I wasn't expecting that. Gotta pay attention here. It's weird standing this far back because I would never let that ball get that high. I'd be up here like this. On the ball. That's the ball. I almost hit it. And sometimes you don't have the chance to get a full swing when someone's hitting big serve, you know? Have to chop it down. Now I don't suggest when you're playing to hit down the line all the time in doubles because it's a harder shot to hit. But you definitely have to do it once in a while, or you're going to have people coaching the entire match on you and not have to worry about the alley. It is a harder shot to hit. That's all I have to kick on it. On it. Almost got it. Keep them honest by hitting down the alley. And as you see, the net is higher. Oops. The net is higher on that side. Folks, it really is. It's like 80 degrees in Florida right now. It's where I'm at. Oh, you almost got me, buddy. Oops, off the frame. It's one of the things about this racket, the wide body. You don't watch the ball coming off and you don't hit it clean. You can hit the frame. It's something I'm working on. The more I do this, the better I'll get at it. Good ball. Okay, I'm gonna get down the line now. your damn feet, bro. I haven't had a day off from practicing in like 7 or 8 days, and I can feel it. I think tomorrow I'm gonna have to take the day off and get this soreness out of my body. I'm very sore. That one, see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. When you're eyeing as amateurs, we don't pick up the ball the same way as a professional or a real high-level player does sometimes. And it's something you have to work on, and just keep your eye on the ball and don't hit down on it like that. Kind of hit, even that, like that was a good one, hit one in. Got some topspin on that one. I'm pacing the line. Not bad. Come on. Shit. That was 144 balls. And of course, this machine, there it goes. It just don't turn off and on when you push the button. 11 balls. I didn't get two. Well, one I got ace by. I wasn't paying attention, and it kicked out wide. But the problem I'm seeing now, just from what I'm doing now in my observation of just what happened without looking at the video, is I'm not turning this way to hit down the line like that. So where your foot's gonna be is basically where the ball's gonna be. And most of the time I was hitting the ball, my foot was pointing to that side. That's why most of the balls were going to the left. And because of the hip replacements and the heavy legs right now, so I gotta get down to about another, I gotta weigh about 150. Right now I'm at 185. I was at 230 last year, can you believe it? And I'm moving better, but I'm not making excuses, folks. You see me out here every day. We're on like 15 straight days or something like that. The only day we missed was one morning because it was raining, but then I came out here that one night that was windy and I was just swinging through the fences. So I'm gonna round this thing up again, and then we're gonna have another go at this, and I'm gonna try to move my feet better and hit more of down the line. And I think it's kind of instinctive too, like in my mind, because when I play, if I hit 100 shots in a tennis match in doubles, I might go down the line maybe 5-6 times in a match, because it's just, to me, I'm better. I think that it's better and it's easier to drive the ball down the middle of the court even though that person that's gonna poach may get it, if it's low into their feet, and you see how I hit the ball real flat with just a little bit of topspin, that's why most of these balls, like the 10, are in the net, because I either got out here with a little bit of topspin, or I didn't come underneath the ball enough like I was doing on the other ones. See, I just need a little bit of topspin just to get the ball over, and then my grip is like a hybrid from an Eastern to semi-Western. So even with this, like I say, the racket being, look at me moving the strings like that. The racket being a little wider, if you don't contact it correctly, you're gonna hit it off the frame. And this is a smaller racket. This is 95 square inches, where everybody's playing with 98 square inches, 100 square inches, and that bubbleette is 110 square inches. So, I mean, I'll go and hit with that thing. Maybe I'll do that next. What I'll do is I'll get the bubbleette racket and I'll hit with that to show you that what the difference is. I mean, it's hard to miss a ball with that thing. And to me, I kind of think it's cheating, because you don't really have to pay attention, keep your eye on the ball. You think that way because you got a bigger racket. Like, that's way big. That's like 110. And as my buddy, well, I'm not know him personally, but I watch his channel, Winston Dew, was saying that older people use that racket to give them a little more power and stuff like that. But you don't have much control. So I'd rather have a smaller racket, 95 square inch racket, and be able to place the ball where I want to with control, than have a big racket where I can just crack it and hit it, you know, hard as I want. Because I'm not even stepping into the ball right now. These are just pretty much arm shots, you know. I'm just pretty much just bringing my racket back and kind of like that. And then the couple times that I did step into it, I mean, I got a good hold of it and it was going pretty good. So I can hit the ball, you know, with some pace on my forehand and backhand. So I'm just gonna take it simple, because I'm not gonna set up the ball machine and practice my backhand and then my forehand. I want to work on one thing and get that down good. Like one day, I'll just come out here like I am right now and work on my forehand returns, because the other day while I was playing, I wasn't playing. My serve wasn't doing that well. I double faulted twice, and I hardly ever double fault, because I'm playing against older people and I'm not really trying to go for anything. But Thursday I was playing against better people, so I was putting a little bit more than I normally do and wouldn't get my first serves in that often. And then, you know, I'm using a slice serve and like kind of a spin serve. It isn't a kick serve, but it's like a slice kind of that goes, you know, just where a serve that I have used all the time that goes in constantly. I just don't miss it. And because of the wind and stuff, I was missing that shot. So then I just stopped doing like trying to do so hard of a serve, and I just started just kind of like using spin serves and slices serves to put the ball in the box, and then coming in behind it and stuff. And then I was returning serve really well, and that's why I say going down the line, because when I was playing the net, a guy got me down the line and he was kidding around and joking around with me, and I'm like, okay, dude, I'm thinking in my mind, I get to return serve too, you know. So when I got a chance to return serve, this guy, his partner had a really bad second serve, and I literally was like standing 3 feet from the service box, and when it came in, I just ripped it hard as I could right down the line, and he went to poach, and he you know, I had the whole box. I ripped it as hard as I could, and it went right in. And I did that twice, and then he wouldn't move. He stopped poaching, because he was covering the alley, and then I started going cross court, and then I was just hitting lobs over his head, you know, and then making him get off the net. So I love playing doubles. Like, there's a lot of strategy in it, and as you get older, you know, it's hard to play singles. And then I joined this play your court now, or play your court, and I think it's bogus. Like, there's nobody like to even play. There's nobody messages you or anything like that. And I live in Port Orange, Florida, where allegedly there's a lot of players and stuff. So I've been using this thing for like 2 weeks, and then they asked me my rating. I don't even know any of that shit. I haven't played tournaments in years, so I don't know any of that stuff. I don't even know what my rating would be right now. But I mean, I can hold my own. I'm just gonna come out here and play singles or whatever it is, and like we're playing a tournament, and I'm gonna get money or anything like that. But it just, like I say, it might be a waste of money. I don't know if that's something, if you guys are using that service, let me know if that's the case, or if I'm just having a bad area where people don't have aren't using that app to come up with you know, to meet people, because a lot of people have their own groups of people they play tennis with anyway, so it's hard to say. I'm going to give it another month or so, and when I, you know, get a chance, I was supposed to have some guy, he texted me a couple weeks ago, and it says something about playing after the 28th or 29th, but he never got back with me. So, and I told him I have a video, you know, a channel, so maybe he doesn't want to play me because he might be better than me, or maybe he's not as good as me. I don't know, but I don't like that kind of I don't like that kind of approach where people don't want to play against each other because they're better than that person, especially like the teaching pros and stuff like that. You know, your day's going to come. There's going to be a day where you're not going to be able to move around. You're going to be in your 60s and 70s, and you're not going to be able to move around, and people aren't going to want to play tennis with you. And then all the years that you taught and all the things that you've done to help tennis, the people are going to treat you the same way. And it's not an insult to ask a teaching pro to play against them. They're supposed to be an ambassador for the game of tennis, and they're supposed to promote the game of tennis. And so what? You're playing a guy or a lady that's not as good as you, or you could smoke them 6-0, 6-0. What's that got to do with anything? You know, you're not on the tour. Apparently, you're not good enough to be on a tour, or you lost your ability. You know, like you got injured or something. So, if you're not on a tour and you're sitting there telling people that you won't play against them, and it's insulting that person that you won't play against them because they're not at your level, and you're a teaching pro and all that stuff. Well, you know, you really have serious nostalgia. Like you're a narcissist, okay? And maybe you don't want to play these people because you're afraid they might, by some chance, win a game off of you, or win a couple points off of you, or make you look silly or something. You know what I mean? You never know, because not everybody's going to come out there and play pretty tennis strokes, because I know people that are, you know, older, they'll hack the shit out of the ball. You won't get a straight shot. Everything will be spin and a slice, and it'll just be trash tennis. So, you know, you never judge a book by its cover. Plus, in my opinion, it doesn't look nice. It's not nice. And especially if you make videos and you tell people in the videos that you wouldn't play against them because you know it's a waste of your time, and that you're better than them, and that you're a pro, and it's insulting. You're making yourself look like a narcissist, and you're making yourself look like a jackass. And this is the reason why people are playing pickleball, because most of the people, a lot of people playing tennis are snobby jerks that don't want to, that they're picky about who they play with and all this other stuff. And now they're going to end up losing their tennis courts to people that just don't give a crap. They'll play with anybody. They got pickleballs. They're drawing lines on the tennis courts and stuff like that. So if the attitude in tennis doesn't change, and people want to start respecting each other and playing the game just because it's a game and that's what you're supposed to do, find people to play it, and it doesn't matter what level. Like I said, I play Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I know I'm better than a lot of the people just because they can't move and they're older than me. They don't go out there and be like, oh, well, I'm too good to be playing with you folks and stuff like that. You know, you guys suck and I'm so good. And that's just stupid, dude. I've never been like that ever. And when I was younger and playing at a high level, I won tournaments, I've won doubles, I've lost too. But I never was like, oh, well, I ain't going to go play against that person. That person's a 3-0 player and I'm a 4-5 player. And, you know, you see, I work hard on my game. How do you know that 3-0 player isn't working hard on their game? How do you know they're not disabled and they're not able to move around or something? You know, there's a lot of factors going on. But you can make a smile on someone's face. You can change someone's life. For all you know, someone could be going through a bad time in their life and they just needed somebody to come out and talk to or play some tennis to make their life better. And then you deny them that shit. I just tell you that the society is really messed up. There's a lot of stuff I totally disagree with, especially when it comes to the game of tennis that I love. And half the people talking this crap, I've been playing tennis longer than you've been alive, and I don't act like that. You know? And I don't care what level. I'm gonna see by the end of the summer how much better I get. Because there are some things I gotta work on my forehand. I know that. I mean, I can tell by the way I'm hitting and stuff. It's awkward. But at this point, I don't care. As long as the ball goes in that box, and I'm hitting it consistently, it doesn't, the scoreboard don't lie. If the other person can have the prettiest strokes and hit the ball the cleanest that anybody else has ever seen, if the ball doesn't go in the box, you lose the point. So that's the way it is. So I just wanted to say that, because I did see some tennis, and I was kind of disappointed in the person who said that, because I actually like the guy, and I have a lot of respect for him because he's a great teacher and stuff like that. And I've seen a couple of times he's made this comment, and I'm like, oh dude, I'll put $1,000 on this if you're so good. I'll take that guy from Essential Tennis, that dude Mark, or even any of these other guys in Essential Tennis, or even Winston Dew's channel has some players. I'll put $1,000 on one of them players that they'll smoke your ass and beat your ass 0-0, or maybe 1-2 or something. You might win a couple games because you got a big serve, but and then how would that make you feel? Oh well, I was doing this, and I played college, and then some guy that's half your age just kicks your ass and makes you look silly, and then after that he could be like, well, that was a waste of my time. That guy really sucks. It's not how you do life, dude. It's not how things are done. And you're not going to get clients that way either if you're an arrogant jerk to people. But as I say, he's a nice person. It's just that those few things that you have to watch like how you speak to people in society, especially when we're in a time in tennis where pickleball people are taking over the tennis courts and literally drawing on them, and it's because they think that tennis people are snobs, and everything that I have, I worked hard for. I didn't get nothing handed to me or nothing. I had to work hard to get the ball machine. I had to work hard to get the car to drive the ball machine. I'm playing with 30-year-old tennis rackets because these rackets are just so light and flimsy, and the only thing that I would even consider playing with in modern time is the Wilson Blade or the Pro Staff. But anyway, let's get these balls over here. I'm done ranting and raving. It's Easter times, and we're all gonna have fun. But I just wanted to put that out there too, because don't listen to these people that talk stuff like that you're not good enough to play against them and stuff like that. You're not playing for money. You're out here to have fun and getting some sun and enjoy yourself. And anybody that acts like that, you don't even deal with them in life. Just don't even talk to them. Don't even bother with them, because what is the sense and wasted energy on people like that? So I'm gonna round these balls up, and we're gonna do another round, and I'm gonna use this big old mama here. It's 110, and just Sally, Jesse, Ralphie, Elliott, knock it right out of the park. Because there's a ball over here I hit off the frame, so why not hit one off this frame too, make it an even Steven day. Appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for your support, and I noticed some new people subscribe. Thank you so much. And I'm not on here to make no money or nothing like that. I'll never ask for any money. I see a lot of people asking for money and donations and all that. No, you need to save your money for your family and your friends, and make sure that you're taken care of, and just sit down and enjoy watching some old fat guy at 52 hit some tennis balls and talk about stuff that I think that's relevant to our sport and to society. But just know one thing: no matter whatever's going on in life, Yeshua HaMashiach, the Christ Jesus, loves you, and so do I. And that's why we're out here trying to get better at tennis and be better people in life. So I appreciate everybody watching, and please like and subscribe. I appreciate that if you do. And if you see stuff that I can improve on, that'd be great, man. We'll talk about it. And then if you've got a channel that you're doing, I'll subscribe to that one, and I'll watch your channel. And if you want me to tell you what I think too, I'll help you out with your stuff too. So let's work together and let's grow together, and let's have a good tennis community where people respect each other, help each other, and live the right way and try to do the right things in life. Okay? Thank you.